this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Fields. Flushed out right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, we knew that Darnell Mooney could absolutely fly, but he was only taken in the 5th round out of Tulane because of his size. He ended up being one of the better late-round picks in the NFL last year. 61 catches on the season. There's another one there, this time for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Fields. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They try again with Montgomery. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. Williams. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Mayfield on play action. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action. Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. It's caught by OBJ. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That was one I kind of saw it coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Here's the first carry for Tarik Cohen. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Following the interception, Mayfield. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they give the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be. Yeah,
you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. On 1st down, Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Fields throwing again. Flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Fields. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And his throw is incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now Fields. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here we go on fourth down. Fields escaping the pressure right to the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. They get 25 yards out of that one, and that leads to a Chicago first down. Off play action. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
In 2021 in the draft, the first tight end off the board, Florida's Kyle Pitts at number 4 to Atlanta. The first tight end taken in 2020 was this guy, Cole Kmet, number 43 overall. Really started to come on late last season. A good grab there for a first down.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
Oh my.
Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook.
Taking it right down Broadway. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 75 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown! Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Fields now to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They snap it to Fields. They'll roll him out right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play action. It's Fields. Rolling to his left. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Oh, none of that. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flush to his right. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Montgomery. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Fields. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball. And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Eddie Goldman in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen down. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. On 2nd down and 4. Fields steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Sliding out of the pocket. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. On 4th down, Fields. Flushed out right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. Powers through him. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Fields dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On second and very short, Fields escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he will have the Bears first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to let it go again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. There they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the